Trees also half price. Plus herbs and winter veggies, they're half price too. Palms, yes, they're down 25%. It's now is this week at Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens in Ocala. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 2. In the same blooming place since 1952.
There's that music, Robin. There's that pretty music of the wind chimes from Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens and Nursery. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? That's from the video from their Facebook page. Laurie Williams is on the phone from Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens and Nursery. We have 2 of their wind chimes, don't we? Yeah, where are you? Where are you?
Amazing Grace and God Bless America.
Yeah, I don't hear that. I hear Strawberry Letter 22 when I hear it. Strawberry Letter 22. That's what I hear whenever I hear it ringing. Hey, Laurie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm trying to tell people that the wind chime is a great gift, and gift season is like 2 months away, right?
It is a great gift. Yes, you're exactly right.
Oh my gosh, aren't they the best quality wind chimes you've ever heard before? Who's the company? What's the manufacturer you use?
Oh, I think it's Windstock or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either. Yeah. Hey, trust me.
We have them on sale. They're 10% off right now.
So get them, put them away, gift wrap them, put them away, and then when you see the people you want them for, you'll have them all ready to go.
Yeah, they're great for Christmas gifts.
They will love you. I think of you every time I hear it with Strawberry Letter 22. I think, hey, there's Bob Wines. There's Laurie. Laurie, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, you sound like you're breaking up a little bit. You riding a tractor right now?
Yeah. I'm here.
Riding a tractor. I wouldn't put it past her. Laurie is very hands-on, especially with the landscaping that she will do for you at your place of business or your home.
That's like Laurie.
Yeah.
So let's see. I wanted to look at your. I went to your Facebook page. I wanted to look at the new flyer you have out there. What was the thing Bob Houck says on your ad? Super Tunias? What is that?
Yeah, we've got Super Tunias right now. The Super Tunias are wonderful. They bloom from now all the way through until next time, sometime late spring, early summer. And the particular one that we carry and we sell the most of is called Bubblegum Super Tunias. And it's a pink color, but boy, they just bloom so much and they're so easy to take care of. They go through the cold weather and they'll go through the spring heat also. They just don't like that real hot summer sun. But this time of year, you can put them in and they'll go all through the winter.
Do you know, I've been messing with black and white photography. I definitely don't want to do that with your flowers. Oh, my gosh. Color is absolutely a necessity with these flowers, right?
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, these are pretty. I'm using some of the pictures that Karen took on the little thing that we do, the video that we do when we talk to you.
Oh, yeah, yes. Nice.
See, now, if you come in here, you know this, we'll take a movie of you. A video. I just showed my age, didn't I? A movie. We're going to take a movie of you, Laurie.
A digital file.
We're going to play some music on the Victrola also.
I've always wanted one of those, a Victrola.
Oh, really?
You let us know that we can call ahead and reserve Vidalia onion sets.
Yeah, we carry the Vidalia onion sets every year, and this year we will have them like the second week in November. But if a lot of people have been calling and asking if we've gotten them in yet, so you can call in now and reserve, however many you want. They come in bundles of 50 to 60 plants. So if you want to reserve them, then we can just give you a call back once they come in, and you can come in and pick them up. So we're kind of doing that this year. And we've got all kinds of new stuff that's come in this week also. A lot of different new bedding plants that are more more cold hardy, stuff like petunias, snapdragons, dianthus. We've just gotten in a bunch of new mums. We've got a lot of different colors on the mums also right now. So a lot of colorful stuff in the nursery.
And what are cassia bushes? You say that they're blooming around town, and I don't know what they look like. Have I seen them?
Cassia bushes are bright yellow blooms. And they're just now starting to bloom around town. I think even on our Facebook page, Karen may have posted something from the University of Florida about the cassia bushes. They're pretty cold hardy. They bloom this time of the year. They're also a butterfly attractor. So we have those. And we have them in bush form, and we also have some trees that have more of a single trunk on them also.
Joe, I'm just curious. Have you ever had like a friend from England, and you were telling your friend from England, I have so many different color mums, and then you say, in England, what color are your mums? I just wonder. I mean, we speak the same language, but something would get lost, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think in England you would say chrysanthemum.
You have indoor foliage, and you've got specials on them and pottery.
Yeah, we have all of our indoor foliage right now half price, and our pottery is buy one, get one half price. We also, I was told to tell everybody that we have chimeneas, which are good for your fall garden patio areas. We've got those right now also.
Say that word again. What is it?
Chimenea, if I'm saying it right.
What do they look like? What are those?
Chimenea.
It's pottery that you can put wood in it and burn it. Like a little pit, but it's not a pit. It actually looks like a pot.
Oh, and it has that little thing that comes out of the top of it?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I've seen them, but I never knew what they were called before.
That's what they are. They're chimeneas.
Chimeneas.
Chimenea.
I need one of those.
Well, I want to see what that looks like. I'm looking for a picture. How do you spell that, Laurie? Chimenea.
CHIM.
Oh,
ENAEAS.
Oh my God. ENAEAS. Okay. I think I spelled it wrong, but Google to the rescue. Oh, I see them. Oh yeah, that is a nice thing.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Sounds like you have a cold today, Laurie.
She's riding a train.
I don't know if it's cold. It's probably allergies.
Oh, okay. Boy, those are nice pots, and we could put them like outside of our front door and not have to worry about the fire marshal or anything.
Exactly, or put them on your patio or something, and sit around it and keep you nice and warm. Hopefully, the weather's going to cool down sometime.
Yeah,
you can enjoy it.
For those who can't look it up right now, it looks like a chimney from a cartoon, like from a cartoon.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's why it's called a chimenea.
Yeah.
Chimney.
I gotta get one of those.
It looks like a chimney.
I love those.
Remember the cartoon Real Monsters?
Yes.
That's what it looks like. Looks like a chimney from Real Monsters. All right, I have a phone call for you, Laurie. Ready?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning. You're on the air with Laurie Williams.
Yes, good morning, everybody. And Laurie, next month, my wife's aunt is coming down to visit from Wisconsin. Never been to Florida, and I don't think she's ever been out of the state of Wisconsin. But she's very much into gardening and flowers and everything all of her life. Never married. I'm trying to think of things to do with her when she comes to visit, other than the glass boats and stuff like that. I was wondering, would you mind if we would take a visit at your gardens? I know she would just love. Everything is pretty much dead up in Wisconsin in November. I know she would just love walking through your nursery there and enjoying all the wonderful plants and flowers and that. Would that be okay?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Camellias will start blooming sometime, middle of October, 1st of November, so they're starting to bloom now. So it would be real pretty to just kind of walk through the nursery, look at the camellias. We've got a lot of other stuff, too, that she can look and enjoy. We got, 5.5 acres, and she's more than welcome to come walk around. And if she needs a ride, we've got golf carts. We can give her a ride,
This is your mom, Hugh?
This is my wife's aunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she's never been out of Wisconsin, I don't believe, and she's always been big in gardening and flowers and stuff. And like I said, everything's pretty well dead up there in November. And I'm trying to find things for her to do, like the glass bottom boats. I know she'll enjoy that, and a few other things. But I thought, boy, going over to Bob Wine's nursery, would that be nice for her? She'd see all this stuff in bloom and stuff this time of year, and it would be really a wonderful treat for her.
Yeah, I think Laurie agrees, right, Laurie?
Right. Yeah, yep, no problem. We would love to see her and meet her and meet you also.
Yeah, make sure you go out there. I need to get a golf cart ride, by the way.
There you go. Come on.
Hey, thank you, Hugh. That was a great call.
Thank you.
I think he's. There he is. Okay. Okay. So you know what, and that's something we used to talk about a lot, about going out to Bob Wine's just to kind of enjoy the gardens, and this is the best time of year, right?
Yeah, this is getting to, we're coming into the season right now, so we'll start, advertising to come stroll through the gardens, because we do have 5.5 acres that you can just kind of walk through and look and just enjoy. We've got some chickens and some hens and some roosters there that you can see, and our neighbors have a couple of miniature horses, so it's just kind of nice to kind of walk through the nursery and just kind of look around and just enjoy the peace and the calmness that we've got there. So,
Laurie, how much is the chimenea?
I think they're like $129.
Oh, that's nice. Rob, we should get a chimenea.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I always admired them, never knew what they were called, and now I know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just, there's a part of me that never grew up. I just want to make a fire. So for everybody else, don't forget. I mean, the gift Halloween. Not Halloween. Halloween we don't give gifts. We give candy, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I've been eating it too.
Let me mention this also. I know it's still a little ways away, but once we get into like the week before Thanksgiving, we'll start having Christmas cactus in. So Christmas cactus is a good gift to give also. A lot of people like to give Christmas cactus if you're going to somebody's house for somebody you want to give them a gift. The Christmas cactus is really a good gift to give. So we'll have those coming in and some beautiful poinsettias, but Christmas cactus will be really nice.
All right, that's awesome. I love your plays. You guys are so giving. We've had such an uplifting week this week because so many people have come to us asking us if we could spread the word about the work they're doing to help others. And every time somebody talks to us, I think about you guys because you do it all the time.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. Everybody that's been helping up there in the Panhandle, it's just amazing.
Well, all the devastation just brought out the best in everybody. We just keep hearing it.
Right, I think so too.
Yeah. All right, Laurie, how do we get a hold of you? Where are you? Where is Bob Wines?
We're at 2610 Southeast 38th Street, which is off of 17th Street and Lake Weir Avenue. And we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
Oh, and I also have to interject. You have herbs and strawberry plants.
Yes, herbs and vegetables are all half price, and we just got in new strawberry plants. So now's the time to plant your strawberries.
Do you know what? I went to Strawberry Fields in Central Park in New York, which is the place that they put the thing up for John Lennon. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Do you know there wasn't any strawberry plants there? Nothing. They call it Strawberry Fields. No, it's nothing. It's a plaque on the sidewalk.
We got to bring some and plant them.
That's right. Or get a hanging basket of them or something.
Yeah, that's what I wonder what Yoko would say.
Yeah. She'd love it. She'd invite you for tea.
That's right.
Laurie, thank you for what you guys do. Tell Bob and Mr. George and Karen and everybody else who I'm forgetting that we said hi, okay?
I sure will. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Talk to
you.
you later.
All right, we'll be right back.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings of each month at 9:05, Robert Colin will be with us from On Top of the World, Ocala's premier active adult community. Be sure to listen and be sure to call in. Speak with Robert to learn about all the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will have guests, and we're sure you will enjoy our little chats. You deserve the world, and we bring it to you. So be sure to tune in on the first and third Wednesdays of each month right here on The Source, WOCA.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings of each month at 9:05, Robert Colin will be with us from On Top of the World, Ocala's premier active adult community. Be sure to listen and be sure to call in. Speak with Robert to learn about all the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will have guests, and we're sure you will enjoy our little chats. You deserve the world, and we bring it to you. So be sure to tune in on the first and third Wednesdays of each month right here on The Source, WOCA.
Please. Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source,
The Source.
All right, 20 minutes after 10. I've got to fix this clock over here. All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Earlier this morning, we had our Veterans News segment, and I wanted, if you're still listening, to pay attention to this next segment. Dr. Louis Resso is on the phone. He's a pain specialist at Jupiter Medical Center down in this is Florida, but down in the southern part of the state.
Yes.
And retired Sergeant First Class Justin Minyard is with them. He suffered from debilitating chronic pain after serving in Afghanistan and rupturing multiple discs in his back while searching for survivors after the 9/11 attacks. Oh, my gosh. Dr. Louis Rasso and retired Sergeant First Class Justin Minyard, good morning, gentlemen, and thank you for your service, both of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Where are you guys? Are you both in Jupiter?
We're actually coming to you from Fort Lauderdale. I practice in Florida.
Okay. And am I right? Is Sergeant Minyard with you?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I heard you. So first of all, how are you doing, Sergeant?
I'm doing well. I'm living the dream. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! So you were up in the ground zero part of all that, or when it says the 9/11 attacks, that means you went to Afghanistan, right?
I was first injured in Washington D.C. on.
Oh, well, it's the of course.
I was stationed in D.C. as a presidential escort to President Bush and a sentinel at the Tomb of the Unknown, and was a first responder on 9/11.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a day we don't want to remember. And those of you who did that kind of work, I mean, you have the heaviest weight to bear. So what happened? Did something hurt you, or was it just a matter of you were overexerting yourself? How did the multiple discs get ruptured?
That initial injury was a result of I was trying to reach a woman that was trapped under 3 floors of debris. She was on the ground level when the plane hit. The 3 floors above her collapsed, and she was trapped from the waist down.
Oh my gosh!
And I was trying to dig through the rubble between myself and this woman, and the single load-bearing wall in the room collapsed on me, and that's when I ruptured this.
Oh my gosh! So everybody who's listening, who's ever had anything similar, that's who we're talking to, correct? I guess I'll address that to Dr. Rasso.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, it's a very unique case, but, there's a lot of Army veterans out there that were injured not only on 9/11, but also when serving, in obviously the war in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Yeah.
But, there's a lot of patients that have had multiple back surgeries or have had other spine injuries without surgery, and, we need to treat those patients, and they develop chronic pain. And chronic pain is not treated with opioids. We learned that lesson. I think,
right.
The message is loud and clear. Opioids do not work for chronic pain. Spinal cord stimulation does, and Spectral Wave Rider by Boston Scientific is an amazing device.
Okay.
And it really takes patients from a life of chronic pain to a life that's fulfilled.
So explain is there a way to explain to the layperson what exactly happens with the stimulation?
Okay. Basically, you're implanting electrodes by this epidural space, then stimulates the spinal. When it stimulates the spinal cord, it's stimulated right at the same area where those pain impulses are coming in, say from the leg. So it blocks those pain impulses at the level of the spinal cord, getting to the brain, and then the brain only perceives a little bit of stimulation or like a vibration or tingling sensation. With new devices like the Spectral Wave Rider, it not only you can actually turn off this tingling or vibration sensation, they can get the pain relief even at a sub-perception threshold, or that they don't feel, and get their life back.
And does it alter somebody, or does it have to be turned on all the time? How does that work?
Well, patients can use it all day, but they're in control. They have a wireless remote that basically transmits to a battery, just like a pacemaker battery is under the skin, and they can control whether it's on, whether it's off. They have certain programs that they can run through the device, one for if they're walking, standing, lying down, sleeping.
Wow.
Programs like that. And it's an amazing device, but they've been around for 40 years. So it's nothing new.
Wow.
The technology is advanced.
Help me understand how it is installed. Is it surgically implanted somehow, or is it sitting on the outside of the skin?
Well, first of all, a huge advantage of spinal cord stimulation is that we do a what we call a trial or a test drive. So basically, only the wires are threaded through the skin. They're taped to your back, and then you try them with an external battery for 5 or 6 days. During those 5 or 6 days, we want you to be active, and we want you to gauge how much pain relief. So, and then if you're a candidate, experience greater than 50% pain relief along with functioning.
Oh,
If that happens, we remove those temporary wires, and about 2 weeks later, we go in and put in the same type of wires, but then they're basically anchored under the skin, tunneled under the skin to a battery, like a pacemaker battery.
that is so fascinating.
And Sergeant Minyard, if you're playing with children, are you able to do that now because of this relief?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. That 8 years ago, I was a body occupation. The amount of medication, opiate pain medication I was dependent on, basically just left me kind of like a zombie, kind of in an opiate fog, but still in pain. With the Wave Rider device, I'm in control. As Dr. Rosso referenced earlier, with the remote, I control the stimulation. I can turn it on, turn it off, increase intensity, target different levels, all of which reduce my pain. Rarely am I pain-free, but I'm at a tolerable and manageable level, which makes the pain a footer or an afterthought. And what's foremost, and what I'm able to do is be a functioning, engaged dad and husband, and that's something that you asked about pain with my daughter. Mackenzie's 11 years old. I live in Winter Park, Florida, and since we're talking about, especially with Ocala, if you live in Winter Park, Florida, and you have an 11-year-old daughter, there's one place that you go, at least for the next 2 years while she wants to hang out with you.
Yeah, we know that place.
Yeah. So and I have a program. Dr. Russell mentioned programs in the simulator for walking, standing, and sitting. I have one that's specifically for Walt Disney World. In my remote, the title says WTW, because when I go to Disney, it will break me down shotgun style.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
When it produces a very distinct, complex pain pattern when I go to Disney. So I have a program in my remote that's titled WDW that is geared towards reducing and mitigating those pain signals, so I can go to Disney, I can be present, engaged in the moment, opiate-free, and
oh my gosh!
As I said, at least the next 2 years, while she still wants to hang out with me.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
my gosh, that is so nice.
Makes me want to cry.
That's the beautiful part of this. Oh my God, and the fact that you won't be addicted to opioids. Do you know? I wanted to mention, Dr. Rassa. That sounds like something that was, even though the technology's been around 40 years, those programs have to be relatively new, right?
Yes, the ability to run a combination of waveforms and actually run multiple waveforms to target different areas of the body simultaneously, that is new. But remember, they have been around for a long time, and sometimes out of bad things come good things. Out of the opioid crisis, given the public awareness that spinal cord stimulation exists, and they are amazing devices. I've seen changes in patients' lives, just like Justin. That's what makes me get up every morning and go to work.
Oh my gosh!
Do you have to wait to prescribe this for the patient until they are totally clean from opioids? Or
no, actually, what we try to do is, as long as they're on a stable dose when we start the process, we basically will do the trial. We put them on that stable dose during the trial, and then after the implant is in, we gently wean them off.
So I'm guessing, Sergeant, that just being free of the opioids has also improved your quality of life.
It's dramatic. It's my quality of life. More importantly, though, it's dramatically improved quality of life goes around. By opiate free and men that.
Okay, Sergeant, you're breaking up a little bit, and I know we have strict rules. We have to move on so you get to your next interview. Give us a website, Dr. Rasso. Is it jupitermed.com?
No, it's controlyourpain.com.
Controlyourpain.com. Okay.
Controlyourpain.com. Type in your zip code, and it'll give you the doctor in your area.
Okay, controlyourpain.com. Put in your zip code. Dr. Louis Rasso and Sergeant Justin Minyard, thank you both.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump meets this morning with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo about the disappearance and reported murder of a Saudi Arabian journalist in Turkey. The Washington Post has published a last column from him.
Jamal Khashoggi writes, Arab governments have been given free rein to continue silencing the media. A Turkish news